So, Skyrim meets A Nightmare on Elm Street. So, welcome back everyone. Yep, that is right. Today's quest review is, of course, on the Daedra quest, Waking Nightmare. Now, this is a quest that you can get pretty early on in the game. All that you really gotta do to even initiate this quest is just head to Dawnstar and head into the inn. There you'll, of course, meet a man known as Ander, who is kind of discussing some things about nightmares. So a little background on this quest. Well, Dawnstar is being haunted by nightmares, and instead of a man with a razor-sharp glove haunting their dreams, it's probably something else. Probably the realization that Dawnstar is in fact one of the worst places to be in Skyrim. But jokes aside, we of course agree to help him, although it becomes very obvious that Ander is kind of hiding something. So of course our destination is of course a tower off in the distance. Well, let me learn a bit more about this tower. This tower was of course used by a group of worshippers that worship the Daedric prince Femina. And, well, something had happened and it caused this group of orcs to kind of be subjugated to some, nightmares. And so they ended up attacking the tower, and during the attack, a gas known as the miasma was released, pretty much knocking out everyone. Everyone except for Ander. Yeah, we of course learned quickly that he was in the tower at that time. He was of course part of the group, but he fled as, in his words, he wasn't ready to go to sleep. Although it seems possible that he kind of was questioning whether or not he should even be with this group. So of course, pretty much, they're just fighting our way through this tower, mainly just worshippers of Vermina and the Orcish battle party. And of course, we learned the source of Dawnstar's nightmares is, of course, a Daedric artifact known as the Skull of Corruption. And the whole plan is to, of course, destroy the staff, thus releasing Dawnstar from the nightmares. And of course, we kind of run into a roadblock which requires us to drink Vermina's torpor, which I guess transports us back in time or allows us to relive Ander's memories. The game's really not. I don't remember if the game's really not upfront about it. I guess they just let you relive his memories or something like that. But yeah, so of course we get to stop the miasma and we get to get rid of this barrier, which allows us access to the Skull of Corruption, where Ander is forced to confront his past one last time with two new enemies. And of course, that's pretty much the end of the quest, except for one last decision. Of course, this decision is, of course, whether or not we spare Ander or get access to the Skull of Corruption. And of course, this is a bit of a difficult choice to some, apparently. If you spare Ander, you lose the staff, and you lose the possibility of getting to achievements, Oblivion, Walker, and Daedric Influence, as keeping the staff is required for both of those. But of course, you get Ander as a follower if he survives. If you kill him, you get Oblivion, Walker, once you have all the other required artifacts, and you can also get Daedric Influence if you have not already had that achievement already, but I feel most players would probably already have that from Ilmet by Moonlight. So, of course, and you also get a staff, which is but that is Waking Nightmare. So I guess what are my thoughts on this, and do I recommend this one? Well, I really like this quest. It is definitely, I don't know, it definitely feels like one of the more underrated Daedra quests. I don't really hear too many people talk about this one. It's, in my opinion, one of the more underrated quests in the entire game. And in my opinion, also kind of fleshes out the world quite a lot. And kind of, I don't know, it fleshes out Dawnstar a bit more. It makes Dawnstar a bit more interesting. It's also one of the more fun quests in the game. Yeah, it's just a dungeon crawler, but it's pretty fun about it. And I kind of like the story behind this. And both decisions are, well, kind of interesting, even if I normally choose to keep Arendelle alive. I don't honestly have to recommend this one. It's one of my favorite quests in the game. Well, it's one of my favorite Daedra quests, as well as one of my favorite side quests in the game. And it's always one that I always try to do early on in the game, as, well, it's always pretty fun to do this one. But these were my thoughts on Waking Nightmare. I'll of course be back next time with, another video. But until then, goodbye, and well, stay safe everyone.